Oh, hi, Church. Matt from 10am at Kirribilli here just to share with you what it's like working in the animation industry. Uh, First of all, it's very fun. Animation's quite creative, collaborative, and very hands-on. You get to we're physically acting sort of with digital characters, whether that's drawing or working on the computer. Some people do stop motion where you move the puppet a little bit, then take a photo, move it a little bit more, take a photo, and then you sort of get this animated sequence at the end of it. That's essentially what I do every day. At the moment, I'm an assistant animation director working on a kids' TV series for ABC, which is a lot of fun, and the kids definitely have a lot of fun coming in and watching it on the screen while I'm working from home. I was thinking about particular challenges that sort of are involved with animation. Being a creative sort of task, you can spend a lot more time on it than is generally allowed for the budget or your 9 to 5 hours. You can just sort of keep polishing it, making it look better and better. But essentially, I just have to set boundaries and say, this is the time, that's what the project looks like, which is totally fine, and not do overtime. I generally try not to do overtime at all, which I think it can be quite a common thing in my industry as well. But saying yes to overtime, saying no to my family, and I definitely want to prioritize my family over my work. In terms of specific idols, I think there's probably this small thing of people getting their name in the credits when you're working in the film kind of industry. It was probably kind of good that on my first project, I was working on a film for Disney when they had their studio in Sydney, and it was quite a big Bambi 2, and they forgot to put my name in the credits, which was probably kind of a nice little joke from God, sort of telling me that, yeah, you don't actually need to worry about this, and it's not about that, which is, I think, was sort of a good thing for me. That's sort of not really something that I really desire after. And I think more later and more recently, I've added a Bible verse onto my website, Colossians 3:17, which says, and whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him, which I think really helps me. It puts it out there publicly, which helps me also be humble and remember that the skills that I have are actually from God, and I need to remember that, and I want to also share that with other people as well. And it also gives me a bit of a reminder to be motivated to do a really good job for God in the work that I do. And in terms of opportunities in the animation industry, I think a lot of you would know that there's not a lot of great children's content out there. The Bible Project does really good animated content, but that's probably more for adults in helping them visually understand the Bible. And I think there's definitely a need for good quality children's animated content. It's just something I've got sort of in the back of my head trying to work towards. That's the ultimate goal. But currently sort of learning the skills that I need from the secular world essentially. There is a shift which is nice with ABC really focusing on good morals, and content like Bluey, written by a psychologist, is really having a big impact. And so I think we're going to see more content that is less, here's the little superhero kid trying to stop the baddie, and more what are the good morals, and how do we actually teach kids to live better lives in the world around us. And then again, to have Christian content on top of that would be fantastic. So that's something I'm looking forward to in the future. That's about all I have to share. Just some quick little insights into the animation industry and being a Christian. Thanks.